Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Thursday, November the 14th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you may have for me, you can use this email address. This is a link for our free room, our free trading room. It is 100% free. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. And in the link you're getting today, or the email you're getting today, you'll see a link for the test drive. It is still on. You'll have access to 6 trading days. That'll be tomorrow, and the 5 trading days next week, Monday to Friday. It'll cost you $8.99. A great way to try us out. If you've ever wondered about trade ideas at all, and you thought, well, I wonder what it's like. Well, it's a fantastic way to try us out. You'll have access to our full premium service, including our new paper trading module, and of course our world famous AI. I open the room every morning at 9 o'clock Eastern time and I go to 3 o'clock, and let's get into it. So I have to talk about IGT. This was such a fun trade to be in because, I called it just before it. This is what I did. First of all, the IGT came from Holly Neal, okay? The alert price was at 1447, exited at 1484. Not a great exit, okay? But as I keep telling everybody, this is a great watch list for the day, all right? Let me just click on the alert, and you see there's where the alert happened, and it popped all the way to 1514. And then as it came down, it was sort of a profit save, okay? And I can understand, maybe I probably would have got out if I'd been in this trade right off the bat, got in up here, or out right up here. But anyway, what I really want to show you is that look what happened afterwards, though. And I was really upset with myself because I had, now this is a paper trade right there. But I was upset with myself because I put a price alert right in this area, and it went, and I got distracted and went right through there. So at the 1520 area, and I thought I kind of missed it. So, but I said in the room, look, this is nice little consolidation. If we can get a break out of consolidation, but with some volume, look out. So look what happened. There's a little consolidation. Look down here. See that bar right there? It's that candle right there. And that's exactly what happened. And I was able to very quickly get some shares right here at 1544 or so. And I sold some almost immediately at 1558, locking in that profit, and I had a nice tight stop, so I was able to take a few shares, and now it's still, I took out some more right up here, a little worried that it might not get through that 16 level. Why this is moving at all? It's an earnings play, and so this still has some room though. This still has, take a look at it on the weekly chart. I mean, you can see, you look left on that weekly chart, and that's why I love this when I first saw it, when I saw it in our AI. I loved it because I thought, man, if I can get through this level, look left, 1760. Now, again, when I say that, I'm not saying it's going to get there, but at least we don't have to worry about the chart stopping us from moving up. It could be a lot of other reasons, but certainly not the chart. So this more than likely will be on my watch list tomorrow, especially if it closes strongly, to see if it has a second day continuation, at least from earnings. Now, my watch list produced a couple of few excellent ones actually. Going back to them. So let me just take a look at some of these. So look at the Dr. NA, 1960, got as high as 2091. The DTIL, 1017, got as high as 1135. This one was a bit of a challenge. But the QGen 3712, it kind of chopped around a bit, but it got up to 3761. Now, they're not all incredible movers, but so some of them made a lot more sense to me than others. Like the DTIL, if you look at it on this weekly chart, you just look left. Look at the potential fill up here. Again, I'm not saying it's going to get here, but I mean, look at the potential fill it's got. The Dr. NA, I think, is even more dramatic. You can't even see it on that weekly chart. Maybe if there. Well, look at that. Look where it could get to. Again, I'm not saying it's going to get here, but when I create my watch list for everybody for the next day, these are the sort of charts that I'm looking at. All right, seeing what sort of potential moves they could have. They're not built just for one day moves. I mean, they're built to see, look at this one. Well, this is an all-time high, so I mean, There's just so much happening in the market when you really, but the idea really is to try to filter it down to just look at the interesting plays and not get so overwhelmed by everything that may not be that interesting. And that's what I try to do with the watch list. Okay, we don't get so many alerts. My watch list is. I'd like to actually rename this because these are the alerts that have been triggered from the watch list. The watch list has maybe 30 or 40 symbols in it. They don't all trigger, of course. And because I have some filters in place that because I don't want 30 or 40 alerts, I want just sort of the good ones, we'll call them. Now, do they all work? Of course not. But boy, when some of them work, they are spectacular percentage increases. And if you want to follow my watch list every day, you just have to go to New, Channel Bar, and My Windows right there. And nothing you have to do. When you load that window, you'll get these two, the watch list up and down, and then this one also. And then this one also, okay? Then the difference is the watch list up and down. You'll notice here, there was a tremendous alert here for Intelsat on another short.
Oh, man.
I think if I do that, I might lose but Intelsat, here, let me put this over here. I think what happens is if I have it on the chart, I might lose it. So let me look at Intelsat. Back to a 15-minute time frame. So yeah, I mean, there was a short at 13 and it got all the way down to 11:20. Now these are I really didn't look at anything else, but what I'm really trying to tell you is that you only see the first time of the alert in these two windows, okay? And why I like that is that I can go back just in case I've missed one, and I can look, okay, what did Tupperware do, since then? 863, well, it hasn't moved then since then, okay? So there's still an opportunity maybe later on to take it. This one is a repeating one, and this one is, oh boy, this is going to, look at this one. FTSV 1058, no, well, it pulled back. But it did get up to 1080, and we'll have to see if it keeps going. Why is it on the list? Again, look left. I'm going. You hear me say this in the room all the time. Keep looking left. Now this could stall it. I said in the room, this could stall it, and look where it got to, right to this little level. But if this can take this out, maybe even if it takes it out today or tomorrow. Look at the possibility. I know it's, everyone's going to say it's extended, but, if I can get through this area here, that little area of maybe resistance, I mean, it still has room. So what this one does is it repeats the alerts all day long, okay? Both on the upside and the downside. The yellows are the ones that are moving down. So this repeats them all day long, whereas this one only shows the first time, so you can kind of look back if you missed it and say, oh, has it moved since then? So anyway, those are all available, I create the watch list every single day. Now, another one I want to show you, another aspect of the AI is the re-entry. Now, how am I going to do this so I don't, maybe if I shrink it down a little bit, no. Okay, well, you see, I think here, just a second. I think I'll have to shrink down the chart. I know this is a little confusing here, but I have to shrink down the chart, I believe. See what happens if I click on an alert. I believe I'll lose my window. So look what happened here. Just how this works, the reentry price. You'll notice that there is a reentry price for every single symbol, every single alert. Now, it's nothing, I always say this in the room, it's nothing highly scientific. It's halfway between the entry price and the stop. So 1447, halfway between 1373 and 1447 is 1410. So these can all be, these are automated or put into this column automatically because it's just simple math. Now, how you can get a trigger, you just have to watch the reentry time column, okay? Because they don't trigger all day, because this is what has to happen. If, for instance, well, this is a good example, HROW. So HROW, the alert was at 5:33. Let me get to a 15-minute chart. Stretch this out just a little bit. Very choppy looking, but so the alert was at 5:33, and this is an earnings play, by the way. So the alert was at 5:33. It popped all the way up here. I will the AI exited at 546. I probably would have exited a little earlier. I mean, because it did get up to 580. But anyway, it's an algorithm in play. But then there's the stop at 503. Look what happened. So even though it's not like a stop out, but it touched the stop price. It got right to the stop price. And then later on, it got back up to 518. And that's when we got the trigger. So that's what happens. If a stock at any point during the day hits the stop price and then gets back up to that halfway mark, then you're going to get an alert. So look what's happened since then. 518, and a new stop is in place. 518, since then, it hit a high of 577. FLGT, the same thing. FLGT, again, it wasn't that it hit the stop on there was a profit save there. It didn't actually hit the stop to lose money, but there was the alert entry price. Oh, this is a short. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a short, so I'm wrong on this one. I think. Let me see here. No, I'm okay. So this is a short play. So there was the re-entry. I'm sorry, I am wrong. I when I was looking at this, I thought this was a buy. So forget that one. But this one, DD, I don't think it really moved. 69.87. That's 70.01. So who knows what it's going to do? I mean, this is another short. Okay, so it's still kind of hanging around that area. But this is a great column to pay attention to all day long. Especially if you get a day where there's a lot of alerts from the AI. Today, it's not too many, to be honest. But you get a day when there's a lot of alerts from the AI, and you might just want to pay attention to see if there are any re-entries that were triggered. So anyway, I apologize. I'm thinking that that these ones were longs, but they weren't. But had they been longs, that would have been awesome. So anyway, just wanted to show you that's another way in which you can use the AI. So I'm going to shut this down. And I'm going to go back into the room, but before I do that, I have to, of course, stop this. So if you have any questions for me, this is the email address you can use, the link for our free room, and again, in the email you're getting, you'll see a link for our test drive. You'll get 6 trading days, or the balance of today, depending when you sign up, plus 6 full trading days for $8.99. Also open for people who have our standard service. You can also upgrade for those days to our premium service. Once the test drive is over, don't worry, we will put you back in. If you were a standard, we'll put you back to standard. If you weren't a subscriber before, there's nothing you have to do. Obviously, we'll give you a pretty nice promo code if you do want to take a subscription later on. Okay, everybody, so that is it. I want to get back into the room. So have a great evening, everybody. I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Bye-bye.